My brothers and sisters in Christ, in today's first reading, we hear the Lord tell Moses that the people of Israel have become depraved. So often we may feel this way today. We look around us and we see not only outside, but then we realize that we ourselves are members of a depraved nation. And I don't just mean in terms of our country, of our world, the human family. We are a depraved nation in the sense that we constantly lose our mind and chase after ridiculous things. And so in the case of the story in Exodus, we see despite, there's no reason for Israel to doubt that God is with them and working his mighty deeds. They've literally seen him commit miracles, split the Red Sea open, lead them through. They have witnessed with their own eyes the mighty deeds of the Lord. And yet, just in the time that Moses goes up in the mountain to receive the commandments, they see the peals of thunder and lightning. They know that Moses is with the Lord. And yet, in the restlessness in the camp, they say, we don't know what's happened to Moses, and they demand for Aaron to make them a god. They ask him, he makes the molten calf. And so they literally trade, as the Psalms later decry, they traded the Lord of glory for a grass-eating ox. They are so anxious, and so they need a god of their own making. And what this speaks to is the problematic human condition and sin. Created in the image and likeness of God, we are made for relationship with him. This is at the heart of right religion, that God has reached out to us so that we might be in relation with him. This is where all religion, all worship, every definition of the words we seek lead to this. In a sense, we are made for God, and therefore our very being is made for that religion. Religion is not a man-made thing. Now, you can speak to precepts and the trappings of religion that come up. That's a debate for another day. And yet, the heart of religion is a human capacity. It's natural. It's instinctively part of us, created in the image and likeness of God. And therefore, we can't be a-religious. It's not possible for a human being. Yes, so people will be quick to point out, well, there are agnostics and atheists. But I will point out that atheism itself is a form of religion. It's incorrect, but there is no way we can just passively turn off the religious sensibility of ourselves. What in fact happens is that we will, if we do not have right religion, so to speak, if we're not in proper relation to God, we will insert another God. It is the way our disposition leads our hearts, our wills to behave. And so there will always be something that takes the spot of God, even if that becomes ourselves. But when we speak of the false idols, we don't literally have to mean a molten calf in the desert, but whether it's the careerism, whether it's the love of gain, whether it's our greed, whether it's just our inordinate self-love. But today, more and more, even just ideology, an idea, becomes our God. And so for this, it's very scary. And we see this particularly on what you'll take the current look, in our country, the political spectrum of the far left and the far right. And what they actually have in common is when they wed in a radical way to an idea. And it doesn't matter. I'm not wanting to get into particular political bents, but anything that becomes extreme is because an idea replaces the good itself. So whether, it's an end of someone that, would seek to make, I was one that kind of tilted my head in wonder at the CPAC conference when there was the golden statue of Donald Trump. Okay, if Donald Trump, in a sense, becomes your God. Or on the other end of the spectrum, if an idea, an ideology, a concept, for those that often deny God, the idea itself has the same level of fanaticism and devotion that is actually the place of religious devotion. And in a sense, it's this powerful and passionate. We are not capable of being without religion. And so the question, an important one for Lent, is, Will we practice right religion? In a sense, will we seek right relationship with God, or will we allow it to become depraved? We will ascribe religious devotion to someone or something. Let it be with the God who deserves our love and devotion. If not, it will go badly for us, as it did for the people of Israel in the desert. May God bless you.